In other words, but you know, it was a topic this morning. With collided to me with the Jim Jones topic.
The gang shit.
Yeah, the gang shit. As far as being a fraternity, right? And then the guy, I don't want to mispronounce his name. I think his name is. Let me go to our text message. I think his name is Caleb. What's his last name?
He did an interview with Jim Jones.
No, no. Listen to what I'm about to say. The guy,
about the fraternity aspect of it.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh, son that died.
exactly. I texted Chia this morning. The guy name is Caleb Wilson. Died from pledging, right?
Condolences to him.
Condolences to him and his family, man. They said that, you know, obviously they brought him out somewhere to pledge him, and each person had to punch him a time. So he had to get punched 4 times. Yeah. The first time they punched him in the chest with a glove on, and he passed away with a boxing glove.
Yeah.
And they waited 15 minutes, changed his clothes, then they took him to, you know what I mean, to the hospital. They never called the ambulance and everything. So 15 minutes between the time he passed out and, you know what I mean, so on and so forth. And he died.
Jim Jones today?
A couple days ago. Jim Jones, ironically, a couple days ago, probably maybe 5 or 6 days ago, he just was on the Breakfast Club. I'm not sorry, I'm talking about Joe Buttons. He just was on Joe Buttons saying that, you know, gang banging is a fraternity.
He said it before Joe Buttons, though, I think.
No, he said it on Joe Buttons, was his name. He said the gang banging is a fraternity, but he explained the reason why. It was more elaborate on Joe Buttons' podcast. And he was saying that it's more like a fraternity. I want to know what's your thoughts and what's the difference between the two.
It's wrong. Like, it doesn't make sense what he's saying. I know you disagree, but
I
the
think
fact that
both
we're
wrong.
talking about Caleb is because that's the exception. If it was like a regular thing, it wouldn't be news. Like when a nigga gangbanging gets shot, we don't even talk about it. Like that's just Tuesday.
You funny as
Depending on the age of said victim. If
Yeah.
it's a younger
I mean, but
kid,
even if it's a young kid, like we don't even memorize the names. Like it's part of the news cycle.
Do
Niggas
you
might drop
agree?
the name
Do you agree or
on.
disagree to say that a pledgee die maybe 30 times a year?
Nah, probably not. Is it? Is that the number?
I'm not sure if that's the number, but
I doubt it.
It's a little.
I'd be surprised.
It's it's a little higher. I know you guys.
I think it may be
that
like 1 or 2 niggas, maybe
a
3.
year.
Yeah, maybe 3 tops.
Yeah,
if
no,
that.
that's not true.
I'm just.
Let's
giving a
say
ridiculous
die or
number.
be injured.
But niggas get injured all the
Severe,
time. What's
severely.
injured?
I think hazing more so might have more of mental effects on the pledges.
Yeah.
Like
And fraternity is weird to me. Like you in college, there's mad girls there. All you want to do is go chill with niggas. Like that's weird to me. But to each his own.
I don't think that's what the pledging thing is about.
It's like where the niggas
I was hoping AJ was going to be here so he could just give us a little bit more light on the pledging thing because you know obviously me and you and
on
him,
a campus.
it's not them pledging guys. We're not.
No,
them
I was
guys.
on campus when niggas was pledging. Like
What
I know
college
the
did you go to?
process. I went to St. Peter's in Dre City.
So you ain't go to an NGCU or nothing like that?
No, I didn't go to a historic black college or none of that. I've been to like homecoming and shit like that before.
Right.
And I understand the process. 9 times out of 10, hazing, I think they want to create like a barrier where it's like, yo, if you're in the fraternity, you've earned it or whatever.
Similar to gangbangers.
Yes, no, I get that, but like at the most, the craziest thing is like Q's get like I think the iron or some shit like that, and even that I think is optional.
That's after you were official.
Gangbangers in the 90s, early 90s, early 2000s was getting brandished as well.
Oh, and like I know niggas might have to get jumped in or something like that. The thing about fraternities, and then the other difference is I can see the upside to a fraternity and having that network. The upside to gangbanging is very difficult. Like,
Let me ask you a question.
and again, I'm not connected to that.
Let me just ask you a question. How many black people you know that own gun shops?
0.
And how many black people you know that own boats?
Maybe 3.
In your whole life, right?
Yeah.
So when cocaine come over here and guns come over here, how do you think they got here? I'm asking.
Yeah, I know how they.
Right. So you know how they
over
here. So
black people aren't manufacturing guns. They're not like bringing cocaine in and shit like that. I get it.
So when you say us developing ourselves, protecting ourselves, right, from those things. At one point, I'm talking about how gangs started, because that's what I'm bringing it back to. Protecting ourselves, developing something to protect our communities from those things, from guns, from drugs, from child molesters, so on and so forth, from the white man doing something to us. Don't you think the gangs being developed were a great thing at the time? I'm just asking you.
No, I get it at the time when it started.
I'm not talking about what you get. I'm asking you, were they a great thing at the time they were developed? Yes or no?
I don't know. I wasn't
He
there.
wasn't there.
I'm talking about the thought and the ideas.
I get the idea, but I'm looking at the execution. You could tell me what the idea is, but nigga, it doesn't make sense. First of all, it's not
Makes
really
perfect
your
sense.
community. Y'all niggas live there, but you don't own shit. So it's not your community. And the child molested be members of the niggas' family. It's not white niggas coming to grab black kids. There was a situation a couple weeks ago at a
75 to 85% of the child molesters are going to be somebody in your family, right?
Yeah.
And but we need people to protect
Yeah.
people from that, because if it's that one
So
uncle,
the gangs ain't running to the barbecue.
no, but
killing the child
I'm
molesters?
telling you, it's niggas that's coming out like, oh, this nigga relates. I'm a homie, right? I'm 14 years old. I tell a big homie, this nigga molest my sister. Your uncle, they come in and they whoop my uncle ass, get him out of the house, because without him, it's everybody in the
And they
household
just
afraid of the
whoop his
uncle.
ass? So they just whoop
No,
his ass?
I'm saying
Whatever they end up
I
doing.
get it, I
rat
get
on
it.
people.
I understand.
I'm simply saying to you, I'm just giving you.
I feel like child molesters gotta
Dog.
you gotta put niggas
But
down.
what I'm trying to tell you is we got to regulate our community. This is the only way you
Yeah.
can regulate it, right? So now, but listen,
doing a bad job.
but listen to what I'm saying to you. That may be true, but imagine a nigga wasn't in the gang and they have no release to tell nobody that, to be like he had nobody else to tell, and then he just your sister keep getting molested.
Yeah.
So all I'm trying to say, I'm just simply, you get what I'm saying?
Right.
Put that together, like
Okay, but you gotta look at it like
niggas don't
okay,
tell the cops. Niggas don't never tell the
Okay,
cops.
my problem is I get it, but you're highlighting something that's like super rare and like this like super niche situation,
Mm-hmm.
and 9 times out of 10 it's to the detriment of the community.
Right.
And then I'm not insulting anybody, but when white people pull up, they're low-key, you might rob somebody, but they're not really hurting nobody. I was talking to somebody about this the other day. It was just Trayvon Martin's birthday. George Zimmerman is chilling. Niggas is killing niggas like crazy. George Zimmerman is going to the supermarket, son be drinking juice. He's living life. He watching TV.
Right.
He might be watching this shit.
Right. It's horrible.
So like the whole gang shit doesn't, like the whole protection thing, niggas is fighting over grandma's house, grandma paying rent. It's not really her shit. Like what's the point? Like why niggas outside, dog? I'm in the crib like enjoying
I think that's
my
what
mortgage
I
money.
think that's what a mind of a
Nigga, that makes sense. My
of an
bad.
old grown man. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Not an older grown man, because I'm not
Yeah.
saying we not old. 'Cause
Yeah.
we ain't the old niggas, but a nigga that makes sense, that got a mindset that's different now. But I'm talking about a guy that's 14-year-old that joined this, and this all he sees is the community. So this right here, this.
But
is
the nigga that 14,
this is
somebody
the
had
light.
to put him on.
No, that's not true.
He,
just
he go out,
decided that.
he look out the
That's a-
window, he see that.
That's what I'm
Okay.
trying to say. Look, listen to me. We go outside in the community. I know this is not the 90s. You know what I'm saying? But in the 90s, early 2000s, maybe before, let's say 95, 96, right?
Yeah.
We come outside, we hooping without any parents. We walk around all the blocks without any parents. We see everything on the corners without any parents.
Walking to school
And
by
then-
yourself, home
right.
by yourself.
And they know you. They be like, oh, look at Mitch. This little
But the
Mitch.
niggas that was doing shit like that, they didn't violate though, because I remember.
No, listen to what I'm saying.
All right, go ahead.
I didn't get to my point yet. Somebody knocking on the door, I think, yo. He be like, this little Mitch, whatever. Oh, that's little Mitch from such and such, right? They done seen my mother go to the store 50 times to grab bread. You know, I don't know if you know, you might not be from this era, but niggas' mothers used to go get meat plans on layaway. So look, we ain't getting no food stamps this week. Can I get a meat plan? I'll pay you back on Friday when I get my check. The corner store, Poppy gonna let you get that. Oh, I Miss Roseanne been living around here for 30 years, right? But you know who's standing in front of that corner store? The gang members, right? So they see your moms. They might help her carry her bags,
Yeah, that's a fact. I
right?
remember
Little
that.
nigga, 15, 16, might help your moms carry her bags home, right? And then when he come by the front of my house, it's me. That's 11. Yo, they just help my mother carry the bags home. The Crips on the corner. Now they see me hooping. Oh, what's up, little man? They give me $1. We broke. We come from.
Yeah, I get it.
I'm just telling you how. So you saying like if somebody had to put them? Nobody don't put them on. It's an influence by what I'm seeing, by what I'm doing, by what I'm hearing, by my environment. My environment is shaping my thoughts.
Same situation though, right? I'm going to school. The niggas that was hustling, their mentality was like, oh yeah, don't do this. Like, keep up with the books. Good job. Like, they encourage you to stay in school. Shit like that.
Certain outliers,
They
yeah.
wasn't like, yo, like, put the book back. All right. Yeah, so he wasn't trying to get you to do what he was doing. He was like, nah, don't do this. Stay in school, so on and so forth. Their mentality was different. Now, did they still do dumb shit? Yeah, but to
Man,
some
that's the
degree.
70s. That's not the 90s.
It wasn't the
70s is
70s. I'm
crazy.
nigga, I'm
He
telling you,
How
when I
old
was
you
in
think,
school.
cousin?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
he got a baldy like me, so you never
nigga,
know.
I'm younger than you. Anyways.
No, we the same age. Yo,
But,
you
what
younger
I
than
was
me by a
saying-
couple bucks.
Yeah, so what I was saying was, like, the niggas that I was around, they weren't like, they might give you a 20, ask you to go to the store for something for $5 and tell you to keep the change type of shit.
Bro,
right?
let me tell you how I started gangbanging, because obviously I think that no disrespect what I'm saying to you, right?
It's not disrespectful.
Most niggas that say this growing up in Atlanta make believe. That's not how real life go work.
I'm just feeling like my drug dealers believed in me, and yours was like, "Oh, you ain't gonna do shit, Louis." So just
but to your point, maybe they just believed in you. It was other kids on that block. They probably didn't believe.
That's what I'm saying. He was like,
we're not talking about your experience. We're talking about the community at large. So what I'm telling you is that most experiences is like this, right?
Yeah.
I'm in the house, right? Was X amount of people, whatever, and there's no lights in here, really like that, right? We poor. I'm talking about if everybody poor, I'm one of the top 3 poorest niggas in my whole hood. My hood consists of 4 other blocks. So if I'm one of the 4 poorest niggas here, you get what I'm saying to you? So opportunity is at 10 years old, hey yo, they know I'm poor. They know I'm poor. So they say, yo, we ain't gonna let them hustle yet. But look, yo, watch the corners. Tell us when the police come. If you stay out here for 4 hours, we give you $40. 4 to 8 hours. Like, I mean, 4 to 8, it's really like 8. And they're gonna give me $40, $20 to $40. So every day they just to watch the corner to say, yo, one time they come, woo, they on the bike, they cutting down the block. This how it started for me. I'm 10 years old, 1996. I remember it like it's yesterday. I'm getting $30, $40. I've been out here. Been out here anyway. I was trying to play basketball. They like, you want to go hoop? Go hoop, bro. Then come back when you're done. They don't really need me. Yeah. They just created something so I can make $40. My mother selling pussy. My mother a fiend. I'm just telling you the facts. My mother a prostitute, and she out here a fiend doing drugs. So I'm out. They see her. They know, oh, this Nikki's son. Like, oh, we gotta help bro out. This Nikki's son. You get what I'm saying to you? So they see me, I'm outside in the way, like, we gotta try to create something for bro, or bro gonna be killing niggas. That's their mindset for me. So obviously they gangbanging. They ain't telling me not to, they ain't telling me to. But they doing what they doing around me. I'm seeing things. I'm starting to come around. Now I'm 12 years old. I don't want to mention niggas because now niggas is grown. I still got a relationship with niggas, but niggas is 12 and I'm 12 and they 20. Spaz, like, I'm talking about the older niggas, not my cousin. Spaz, like, man, I'm a hustle, bro. We could just grind off my packs. So we grinding off the niggas' packs. And now niggas is saying, like, yo, you ain't crip. Niggas can't hustle out here.
Now
bro,
what?
I'm hustling.
Now what?
So
that's what I got.
I gotta get dressed. I gotta feed. I gotta eat. Niggas in the round gotta eat. I got little sisters. We gotta eat.
So like, how much are you making?
Jump me.
That's it.
Jump me in, nigga. What the fuck you talking about?
But how much were you making in hustling?
I'm 12. So when I started hustling, niggas beat me. Niggas was giving, it used to be 60-40. It wasn't like that off of this a G-Pack. A G-Pack is $1,000 worth of work. So it used to be 60-40. It's supposed to be 60-40. I get 40%, they get 60%. That ain't
You're supposed to get 400. How much you was getting?
$65.
Out of 400?
Out of 1,000. What you talking about?
No, I mean out of the 400 that you thought you were supposed to get.
I didn't know this shit.
You didn't even have a thought.
I didn't know this shit.
So you're cool with the $65.
Yeah, but I'm getting 60, but I'm selling 4 packs a day. So I'm getting $65 times 4. So whatever that is. I remember $130.
Cool with what you was getting, though.
I'm getting $260.
Yeah. Were you cool with what you was getting?
Absolutely. Me and Cuz splitting this down. $260. I'm getting $130 a day. He getting $130 a day. I've been out here 5 hours.
You lit.
What? Imagine a kid, 13, getting $130 a day. I'm a child. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting $260. Me and him selling together. We selling 4 G packs. He getting $130. I'm getting $130 in our pockets.
Yeah, my reality was different, my nigga.
Yeah, I'm just telling you the fact. Yeah. I get it, but that's not my reality. Word. So I'm buying clothes. I got J's $70 at the time. I'm at the parties. I'm fighting niggas because I'm Crip. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't know if you know these days, bro, but we grew up in the Branch Brook era. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm trying to bring it to the whole. This not about me. Let's bring it to the whole, right?
Yeah, because we skipped the whole.
Yeah, not only did it excite me, it was a lifestyle. I grew up in it as a child. I lost my virginity in gangbanging.
Cause go be a grandpa somewhere. Why you still got that flag on? Like,
I agree with you, but the niggas that they're stepping at like fucking homecoming. They're stepping at reunions.
Or it's a cookout and you just heard your song.
Yeah.
It be 3 of them there.
But wait, I guarantee you, when they stepping at the cookout, somebody who's stepping owns the crib. Now let's fast forward to the gang niggas.
We know a lot of Crips that own
look,
cribs.
hold up, bro. Hold up. Go, you getting disrespectful, bro.
Let's go.
Bro, have you ever
Let's
look at me, all jokes aside. You ever looked at me as like, Louis a broke ass nigga? You ever looked at me like that?
But you're not gangbanging right now.
But I'm a gang member, so it's the same thing. They are what's the name?
But you joined and you just can't.
Let me
quit.
finish.
Same thing like a fraternity. That's what I'm trying to correlate with you.
You know I own houses, right?
Yeah.
Right. I just sold one in 2021. That's the last house I sold. I was actually living there. You get what I'm saying? That was my house. I would hold cookouts. Names, how often names?
Come on. We gonna get our
names. Names. How many often I hold cookouts every week? In the summertime, every week. Let me show you this to you.
All right.
So now every 70, say 100 people come here, right? 65 to 70% of the people that come here are going to be gang members. Whether they're active, 90% of them not going to be active, but active or not, they're going to be here at my spot. The song going to come on. Don't change the game for these hoes. You think niggas not going to throw it up or?
No, go ahead.
B. Siegel in the house. Niggas going.
So.
All I'm saying to you.
But everybody there's a homeowner or?
I'm a homeowner.
And then they.
Names do his thing. GL do his own thing. Ars got his own home. Yeah. It's a couple homeowners. Dre got a home.
Yeah. So it's
it's
5 niggas with homes and there's like 50 niggas there. Heard you.
Nah, I disagree with that.
Heard you.
But also with a fraternity, I know some bums that's in a fraternity. I know
80% of them bums.
Homeless people that's in a fraternity.
80% of them don't do that because it's not 80% of them. There's no one that's actively gangbanging who is living successfully, I feel like. But I might be wrong. Because Snoop is not an active.
Oh, you mean active gang?
Yeah, who's actively gangbanging?
Who's active? Most niggas is active. That's what's the name? Is in college. Them niggas not successful yet neither.
What are
they
you
still
taking
taking classes.
No,
most niggas
in
active
fraternities, they participate
I said
in fraternity.
active. Niggas not active.
Wait. No, yes,
bro,
they are.
Look.
When you're
my
in
man AJ blazing bars. I don't want to put him out here like this.
Yeah.
I tell him about the fraternity, no disrespect. That nigga start laughing. He be like, bro, I don't even know none of them niggas. He don't know none of them niggas,
that's
man.
not something he wants to
engage
engage
super
in.
Successful.
All right, that's not
he's
something
not
he
active.
wants to engage
All
in.
I'm saying, he's not active.
If he's in whatever fraternity he's in, if he goes to a fucking job interview and that nigga's part of that fraternity and he mentions it, he's getting that job.
And if a Crip is part of that job, I go to that job interview and he see me, he go, oh, that's Big 49.
Yeah, but then it's like, what job are we talking about? Like push the shopper cards or like what job?
That's the problem.
There's people in high places you would never know was Crip.
You would never know.
Word?
That's mayors. That's. I didn't say it. I didn't say it.
I was gonna say that's
not
a good
my
point.
boy.
Councilman. That's a good point. I mean, that's a good
Police
point.
officers,
but they'll never rep it. They'll never talk about it.
That's not true. One of my homies got tats on his body. I'm not gonna say. You know what I mean? And you would think he white or Spanish, but he not. He black. He's a full-fledged gangbanger.
Yeah, but successful gang members are the exception. They're not the rule.
He a full-fledged gangbanger, and the nigga is in a crazy hot spot. Hundreds of thousands of dollars a make. Yeah. You know what I mean? And he in an amazing space. And it's like I'm not.
But
even
he's the exception. He's not the rule.
And the fraternity is it too. Most of the fraternity niggas.
Most of the niggas that are in fraternities have the network. Now, at the end of the day,
they can have the network.
Yeah, at the end of the day, everything's a tool. Whether you have a degree or you have it's how you use it. But 9 times out of 10, if you have that tool, the fraternity access is more useful than the gang access, and that's just a fact. And it's due to a number of things. In terms of society, the connotation of a gang versus a fraternity is very different.
I ain't gonna say his name, but we got a homie that he chose us over the frat. The frat told him you can't serve too. Like you can't be
in a
gang and be in a fraternity.
So how's he doing?
He chose us. Married, nice career, big house.
Yeah.
You know, little G-Way, successful.
And cuz too. And
it's a lot of success.
Our big brother.
Yeah.
Our big brother.
With man, he got the big house, pool in the backyard.
Yeah.
Dog house got a backyard.
In-ground pool. Cuz rich.
Yeah.
Cuz rich, he a millionaire. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he a gang member. I'm not gonna mention his name. I would never, because
of course,
he don't want to be on the cameras. He don't none of anything. But all I'm saying to you is this: that it's niggas out here that did it the right way, and that was gang members and made it successful.
I don't think it's because of the gang member. I think it's just because of the niggas they are. I think whether or not you was in the gang, you was gonna figure it out. Whether or not you was in the gang, you was gonna figure it out. And some niggas in the
Without
fraternity,
me, he wouldn't have figured it out though, man. Cause that
Crazy,
nigga crazy,
I mean,
man.
I don't know. I feel like Gio.
That nigga GL crazy.
I was
Man,
like,
that nigga he
and
got
I
the
think it's
DMX mentality, bro. Y'all don't know this nigga. This nigga was robbing
But I
niggas,
think
man.
everything is a means to an end. I knew a nigga that was hustling his way through fucking nursing school. Now he work at a hospital and you never know in a million years.
Yo.
So there's some niggas, it's a means to an end.
I was telling that
completely
nigga, GL was nice back in the day rapping. I'm like, yo, why don't you just do this with such and such? Like, man, fuck that nigga. You know what I'm saying?
raps?
Back in the day, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I quit before I suggested to him to
GL a businessman, heart and heart.
Yeah,
It don't work in 3 to 5 years. He moving on.
I wouldn't necessarily agree with that, but I think knowing your market and knowing like what you should be doing and not doing is
I didn't see the landscape in Jersey in particular, and I was getting older. I was about to be 28. I didn't want to be
28 is insane.
I didn't want to be
fucking baby.
28 is still young, but like I get.
I didn't want to be 35